Hello there folks and welcome to episode 4 of season 3 of the Neil Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19. It's part 121 of the series as a whole, and this is the start of a bit of uncharted territory for me. The 6 Red World Championship. I said this season that we'd try and play pretty well every tournament barring the real minor ones. And we're here for the first time in the career mode at the Samsung 6 Red World Championship in Thailand. Now, as I understand it, there are 6 group stage matches against 3 players, so you play each player twice. And then you have the last 16, 8, 4, and then the final, etc, etc. So in our group, we have Joe Perry, Robbie Williams, and Lucas Kleckers. We haven't played, I don't think, ever played the 2 Latters players before, but I've played Joe Perry a few times. And we're going to get straight into this 6 Red Championship with the first group stage match against Joe Perry. Now, I hope because the frames are going to be undoubtedly shorter, you would think, with it only being 6 Reds, that hopefully we can do the first half of the group stage today, so play matches 1, 2 and 3, and then on the next episode play matches 4, 5 and 6. And you would hope that because 2 players get through, you would hope that it'd be ourselves and Joe Perry unless something goes very drastically wrong. But I guess to Pete, the player that we're really looking at to be our biggest rival would be something good to do. So, first time playing in the 6 Red Championship. I have had a little bit of preparation just with the format, but it's not that different to ordinary snooker. It's just the frames are a lot shorter, and obviously it's probably a lot easier to get a clearance. So, invitational events, so no ranking points or money on offer here. It's just another trophy. So it's 2 invitational events coming up now. We've got this event, then we've got the Shanghai Masters coming up, which I'm looking forward to. But I'm still a little bit gutted about that Paul Hunter Classic exit, to be quite honest. Really am. Feels so odd just to have 6 Reds there, really does. But I'm still gutted about Paul Hunter. I really am. Just feel like we were not robbed, but can't help feeling a bit gutted. Going to play a plant here. Seems sensible. Oh, well. Misjudged that one. We do get away with it, though, I think, because the black blocks the red's route into the pocket. Unless he plays a plant on that one, or just plays the red. That was really strong, that was. Good pop, goodness me. Just got the plant wrong. Thought it was straight. They're going to go straight in, but clearly didn't. So Joe Perry's got a good chance here. It was just one mistake in that Paul Hunter Classic match against Ding. And that was enough to send us out. Well, we can't do too much about it in here. We can't pug, we can't moan about it too much. Just got to get on with it. But that is a howler. Talk about mistakes. That is a howler from Joe Perry. Opened up the Reds. And, well, that wasn't exactly the best thing for him to do. And hopefully we can take this first frame.
This is an easy.
Tough shot, though, to get us started. It's there, though.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
All 3 people in the arena are happy with that. Not including ourselves and Joe, of course. But it's pretty embarrassing that the crowds are so low for what would usually be considered quite a big match, personally. In my opinion, so does always make me chuckle, the fact that there's hardly anyone at the games, but oh well. Obviously, it's bigger for finals, etc., but for a game of this magnitude, you'd expect a few more to be here. Hopefully it should be nice to take this first frame now. It was a poor mistake from Joe. We want to punish him for it. But I'd say we can definitely get 3 matches done in today's episode. Depends how close the frames are and how much safety we have, etc. But this frame is going to be over fairly quickly.
Needs good striking here. Well, you can't question his cue power after that shot.
Interesting tournament, though. Very bizarre idea, but I like it. A bit like the shootout in that it's different.
He's left that a little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
A little bit awkward.
22.
We'll admit that. What I do know, though... Oh, don't want to play with any side or anything, so need to be careful about that. What I do know is that this blue will be enough to win us the frame.
So, just this blue required.
And it's there. Good shot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
And that means no way back in this frame for his opponent.
So a good start for us.
Just the colours
Nice
remaining.
welcome to Sigrid Snooker. It's not exactly a preparation for the Shanghai Masters, but again, it's a tournament, another chance to win a tournament. It's a bit of a break, isn't it, from the regular game? Not like the shootout where it's just high intense pressure. I can't believe how intense the shootout is, especially when you take it seriously. It really is intense. When we won it last year, there were so many times when I thought, right, it's all over. But luckily it wasn't. And we won that tournament. The only ranking tournament we won last year. Believe me, I'm not too proud of that. The fact that our only ranking tournament last year was the snooker shootout. Looking to improve that this year.
41.
But of course, there are many transferable skills from this tournament that will go to the Shanghai Masters and future snooker. At the end of the day, yes, it's not the longevity of a normal frame.
47.
But you still need to be in form. And that was a good clearance. And we take the first frame against Perry.
54. And the first frame, Neil Robertson.
And now the frame is his.
So, he's opened up a one-frame gap and will be looking to apply some pressure on his opponent in this frame.
Thank you. The second frame, Joe Perry to break.
Oh, well, that's disastrous for Joe. Really is. He's not had a good start to this at all. Left that red straight on.
Oh, that's careless. Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
Well, that was a bit all behind, that was. I was thinking, what have I done that's careless?
One.
Bit confused. But it was a bit behind. Have to play this all round the table, unfortunately.
That split is not bad at all. Great opportunity.
Goodness me, it's like they're time travelling. It's not the. It isn't any problem with my game capture or anything like that. If you're thinking that, it's genuinely that they're just talking out of time, knowing how good a split is before the split's happened and
Perfect position.
all this. I'm worrying that Neil Falder's got some dodgy time travel gene that he's picked up. Make this cue ball to pull up. That's absolutely fine.
15.
Don't know what's going on with Neil Folds, I have to say. Bit of a talent to know how good a split is before it's happened, but in all seriousness.
He's got nice position on the blue ball here.
17.
Could be off to a good start here, couldn't we? 2-0 lead within a close
23.
and a quick stage of time would be pretty impressive.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
Opens up the pink.
24.
A little bit fearful about playing that, but it's worked out just fine in the end.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
And I was talking last episode about how we've got our mojo back. I really feel we have.
Be positioned for the red.
30.
Playing a lot more confidently at the moment, and hopefully that improves.
31.
And will culminate in a good tournament result. We only got to the quarterfinals of the Paul Hunter Classic,
Just needs
but
the pink.
it was progress on where we got to in previous tournaments, so
And that
we've
is
just got to look to improve that in this
shut down the
tournament.
in this frame.
And with that break there,
57.
that should be it barring any snookers. Mucked that one up a bit though, didn't we?
38.
You know what, we're just going to play this behind the black. I don't really want to clear up here. I'm quite happy just leaving it as we are.
Neil Robertson, 38. Frame conceded.
And there we go, Joe Perry concedes the second frame in this match.
That is the frame.
And we're on a bit of a roll at the moment.
This is starting to develop into a decent lead here.
Feels really odd to win a frame with only a score of 38 on the board.
This is a great opportunity to extend the lead even further.
That's a good break off. Nice and tidy.
Well, he's aiming to get the cue ball safe here.
I think Joe's got it safe though, don't underestimate him.
This is a tricky safety.
Need a bit of help from the ball cushion. Looks okay to me. He's taking this one on now. Oh, and he's missed it. And he's split the reds up altogether. This is as good an opportunity as any to go and win this first 6 reds match. Not been a great day for Perry at all, has it? Up to yet. What's that position like? Not fantastic. I have to say. Might as well try this red.
He's going for it.
Lovely
What a
pot.
tremendous pot.
Excellent.
Things are just going for us at the moment.
Inch perfect.
9.
Not often that happens, but you just have to embrace it while it's there. That little bit of luck. Rubber the green.
11.
This is an interesting format, isn't it? You know, back in the day, it would be just 15 reds, a handful of tournaments a year, and that would be it. But in the last 10 years, there's been a real revolution.
Yeah, played it well.
17.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't choose to watch this tournament in real life, but it's a little bit like the 2020 thing with cricket, isn't it? It just gets people into snooker, like the shootout would. Just gets people into the game. That's what us fans are aiming for, aren't we? This is worrying me. It's okay though.
23.
Have to be a long pot on this red. Not exactly the cleanest. The shots there.
He's taking on the long red.
Just one of those where we were hoping for the look of the green. And it's a good pot.
Really impressive cueing.
24.
It's embarrassing. You can just hear each individual clap and that's about it. Dear.
Just the red required.
This red will do it then. Probably the quickest victory I've ever had on Snooker 19. Probably ever will have.
Excellent shot.
That effectively removes any chance of a comeback in this match.
30.
Joe Perry, to be quite honest, was a little bit rubbish there.
We know what a prolific
And it
long
feels like
potter
he's not
is,
really too
so
bothered about
assuming
the
take this on.
competitive record. But nevertheless, it's a win.
Tremendous shot.
As I think the Slistrel said in the comments a few weeks back, which is absolutely true, when we beat Luca Brissell 3-0, you can only play who's in front of you. That was a bit of a stinker though. Made our job just that bit harder.
37.
Oh wow. Couldn't make this up, could you? The end of the match. Huh. Oh dear. Well, you all know how bad I am at getting out of snookers. We've hit the green though. And that should be enough. to get out of jail free card that was, goodness me.
37. Frame
But in the first game of the group stage, we beat Joe Perry by 3 frames to 0.
Into the next round.
I don't think we're through to the next round yet, calm down. As you can see, Joe Perry with just the 6 points all game. Not a good start for him. So next up, Robbie Williams. And no, not the one from Take That.
Hello, welcome back to
Never forget where... Sorry. Sorry. Here we are for the second match of the group stages. That was probably the worst pun I've ever made. Sorry, no more Robbie jokes, I promise.
The first frame. Robbie Williams.
Here we go.
Break.
So Robbie's breaking off. I won't be able to keep serious throughout this match. Goodness me. For the thought of anybody else could be called Robert or Robbie Williams, just, well, you wouldn't think it, would you? Anyway. Poor first break off from our Rob.
Just wants to sink
So we've
this
got a
into
chance.
the left corner pocket. That's a good opening red.
There's a good opening red, but where's this cue ball? Not really going to open up much else, is it? So, going to play the fun option.
That's a loose
And not such a fun option.
Foul and a miss. Neil Robertson.
That can happen
Robbie
if you're a
Williams.
pilot like me.
Free ball.
He could well leave an opportunity if he's not careful.
Oh wow, we've hit the green. We've given Robbie Williams a chance. But I think we actually get away with it.
But hasn't really worked.
Apart from leaving that one red.
Foul and a miss. Robbie Williams.
Talk about mistakes. Yeah, that was a bit of a stinker, that was. Certainly want to avoid that in any deciding frames we might play. Go for a shot to nothing though here.
Playing the pot here.
No, it's okay though. It's okay, as I said, it was a shot to nothing. Need to keep focused though, because in all seriousness, Robbie Williams could beat us, and we look like a bit of a pillock. Got another chance here though.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
And it's there. Good pot.
Outstanding pot. It's right
And that
out
frees the black up.
1.
Just a bit of a cutback needed on this. Shouldn't be anything too hard. Saying that we very nearly missed it.
8.
Trying our best to help Robbie out here, aren't we? But as you can see, well, you would think this would be another plant, wouldn't you? You would think. No. Well, we need to work on those skills.
8.
Just hit it too far. Made too much for compensation for the fact it might not have gone straight in.
1.
This isn't the best start to this match, considering we were pretty flawless throughout the whole of the match against Joe Perry.
8.
This tournament, again, highlights why a tournament tree is needed, really, just so you can see how your contemporaries in your group stage are getting on. It's no fun not knowing, really. But you think Robbie Williams would win this first frame now, wouldn't you? You're not a mug.
$17. 24.
I have to say, I'm tempted to do all
25.
6 group stage matches today. I think if we win
impressive shot with the rest.
the first 3, which if we keep playing like this, we certainly won't. But the first frame is going to go to Robbie.
goes.
If we win all our first 3 matches, then or you know, win our first 3 matches, might play a 4th on camera, and then I'll just tell you the results of the other 2. Because if we win 4 matches, there's not going to be much likelihood that we go out. And I'll stay on the line technically, so if anything does go wrong, I can fill you guys in. So I think we'll probably do that. Very good clearance from Robbie Williams there.
Brilliant.
He played pretty poorly.
7. And the first frame, Robbie Williams.
Can't get complacent.
And that is the frame. Well played.
So, he's nudged in front.
Yes, he's looking good at the moment, and will be pleased with that last frame.
Does feel weird because you're actually playing at an angle to the Reds, rather than just straight than you were usually. Because there are only the 6 reds, they don't stick out as much as they would usually. Well, he's left a easy pot to start with.
He fancies this red.
Say easy, it's only easy if we can pot it, and we do.
1.
Not the best in terms of position though, is it? I'll play a long blue. Can't really come back down the table, that's the thing. So, let's just try the hit and hope shot here.
This will be a real test of his cueing.
Blue's there, but what's our luck in terms of position? We haven't really got much. So we hit the brown on the way down. But that's not the worst thing in the world, because this red
6.
might still be potable. And it is. And I think it's worth a go.
He's taking it on.
Only leave the one that we don't pot. That's a good clean pot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
7.
Certainly not bad there. Can't see much likelihood of going into these reds, unfortunately, though.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Give this a go, though. And, well, it was a good pot, but unfortunately didn't lead to any sort of position. We didn't have any collision with the reds.
14.
Thank God it's not the 4-red World Championship. That was a fine safety shot, though. Absolutely okay. Doesn't leave anything on.
Neil Robertson, 14.
And hopefully we get another chance. A little bit thicker there from Robbie. Needs some help. Doesn't need to hit the jaw. Didn't need that at all. As I said before, might as well try another shot to nothing. I'm only going to leave the one we
Tricky shot here.
perhaps don't pot. No, it's not there. That red has come back in. It's a sniff of a chance. Just depends whether he wants to take the risk.
Well, it goes. Half
And
a
it's
chance.
there. And I'll tell you something, we're not doing our chances too good in this match, are we?
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
4.
Not playing too well. I think after being on our high horse, again after beating Joe Perry by 3 frames to 0, we need to come back down to earth a little bit.
Five. 12. 13.
It's unlikely, apart from the shootout, that we'll ever play Robbie on camera again, so I suppose we've got to get a few puns in where we can.
Not the best shot.
Oh, he's mugged that one up though.
18.
Have to play that safe.
Robbie Williams, 18.
And he's got it safe. Hasn't quite got the snooker there that perhaps he would have wanted, but done well.
Get the cue ball safe and tight to the cushion here.
Yeah, it's tight to the cushion, but once again leaves another opportunity. He's not interested though, but where's that cue ball going? Where's the cue ball? Straight to the pocket.
Neil Robertson, 4. Ball in hand.
He looks to be playing on here.
This is a good snooker chance, actually. Could do with his pitching in right behind the green. You can still get to the red, though. It's all level with 35 remaining. Didn't need to hit the brown there. That doesn't help his cause. But there's no room for a red through there, so it's a shame for him.
The safety battle continues.
Need a bit of luck. Need a bit of help. We've got it.
pace of this shot is absolutely key.
He's hit the red, but where's it going to end up? Pretty decent safety actually there.
He successfully navigates the snooker, but he's left a difficult chance.
This is
No,
very tricky.
no pot.
Close, but not
Oh,
quite.
do you believe the luck he's got there? So I'm just to get this down the table and the ball to be safe, if not anything else. But we've had a bit of a howler so far, to be quite honest.
1.
I want to forget these 2 frames pretty quickly. To showcase some of our best snooker and equally some of our worst.
7. 10.
Of course, in these frames more than anything, one mistake can be so costly.
19. 25.
He's playing decently here, to be fair, Robbie Williams. We're not giving him all the credit he deserves. It's 2-0 now.
32. And the frame, Robbie Williams.
And we need to start coming back, or else it's a defeat for us.
Well, that's a 2-frame lead now, and he's really starting to turn the screw on his opponent.
He's looking pretty good at the moment, and this lead is developing nicely.
You'd think we'd beat Lucas
Thank you.
Kleckers, but
Third
it's not really
frame,
what we need, is it?
Robbie
We don't
Williams
need this
to break.
hanging over our heads particularly. With the help of the bulk cushion. See if he can take anything on here. Whether he'll have a punt. No. Unless he's just made a mistake there. Where's that cue ball? Well, he's gone away with that to some extent, but he's left the chance on this red.
He's playing for the right corner here.
And it's there.
Great opening red.
1.
We've got a fairly straight pot to put the black back on its spot.
This isn't easy.
Great pots.
Easy as you like.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
Must
8.
admit, not as happy as we could have been. Had the opportunity to be perfectly straight on one of these. Didn't take it though. Should still be okay, you would think.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Yep, right in the middle of the pocket.
That's a top shot.
Really impressive cueing.
9.
Situations like that certainly will help for bigger tournaments. But we need these next 3 frames.
14.
Or else it's a bit of a shock.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
We've underplayed that.
Beautifully done.
It's okay though, black comes
He
off the
really looks
cushion.
in fine form at the moment.
15.
Just playing to these 2 reds.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Where's the red going? It's okay.
22.
Always get worried when, as I said in the last video, I think when
So,
it
this
all
pot
goes
into the
quiet.
right corner.
You think, oh God, what have I done wrong this time?
Tremendous shot.
Well, that's left him a little awkward there.
23.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
It's there, good pot.
Issues there.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
Bit of a stinker there though. Didn't need that particularly. Red's there though.
30.
It's just the black needed.
Just this black required. That should mean no way back into this frame for his opponent.
37.
He's taking this red on.
Ooh, just missed the red, so he might come back for this.
Neil Robertson, 37.
He probably will. Anyway, he's the one snooker, doesn't he? He's got it.
Can you give the players the respect they deserve and make sure your phones are off or on silent, please?
Yeah, exactly.
If you found
Gonna struggle
here,
to get out of
the
this,
frame's
you know what
on
I'm
again.
like. Seen that already. And we haven't got out the snooker. Well, this is a turn up for the book, isn't it?
Not the best shot, although it was a very...
Now he has to clear up here, and Robbie Williams beats us by 3 frames to 0.
On the miss. Robbie Williams, 4-1.
Needs blue or bigger though, and he's going for yellow. That was a mistake. Needs another snooker now, and I think he's just realised it.
An unforced error.
3. Robbie Williams, 3.
Might as well take a punt at this.
Really is tricky.
Close. Nearly us with the snooker if that landed right. I think he can just about get to it, can he? Yep. Oof, nearly pots the cue ball there.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
What about that shot?
This
Yeah.
is a half chance.
Yellow's there. We're playing a bit too quick, I think, for Hendon and Folds, bless them.
2.
Just get on with the next frame now, but where's that green? Thought it was going in then. Should be okay though, I mean, we're 32 ahead, 25 left.
Robertson,
You wouldn't think he'd come back.
Very tricky shot coming
Oh,
up.
no. He's staying with it, to be fair. Don't blame him. But this should kill him off.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Just pounce on any potential mistake we might make, and being 2-0 down,
3.
I don't blame him. Just not bothered about clearing up here. Surely now he'll call it a day.
Neil Robertson, 3. Frame
And he
conceded.
does. 2-1. So we're back in this. This match is taking surprisingly longer than I thought it would.
Thank you, the 4th frame.
Just teaches you never to underestimate your opponent, doesn't it? And we've overhit that. Ends up absolutely fine though. Just leaves that one ready, can play the safety on. Thought he made a real bad mistake then, but he's got away with it. Just left the red on. I was thinking that
No gimme.
he'd hit the red and come back off the cushion and ploughed into the reds, but didn't do that, to be fair.
Red.
We underhit that a bit, have to be
1.
said. A bit of practice for us at least here.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
No. Should know we weren't going to do that. We're rubbish at those shots.
Neil Robertson,
So it leaves him a half chance. Didn't want to whack these open because I knew the dangers. But he's not taking any chance on. We probably would, knowing us. We've underhit that, but it doesn't really matter. Five reds all close together. Definite potting chance on here though. Make or break.
He's taking this on.
If we miss this, could be game over.
Oh yes, what a pot!
That's
It's a way
great
to split the
scoring.
reds though, isn't it?
Excellent position.
1.
Pretty well straight on the black. Get whatever we want there.
He's aiming for the left corner here. No problem there.
Excellent.
And I don't see
scoring.
much opposition to us taking this back to 2 each. Hopefully putting off the comeback we wanted to make. We wanted to win 3 frames, but
Could have finished a little
not
better.
exactly in the order that Robbie Williams was proposing. Just trying to come back off the
Well,
cushion
that's
and
not
come back
ideal.
onto
He's not finished in a great position.
this one. And now you're right, we haven't finished in a great position. Wanted a bit more power with that. Let's try this one up the table.
So the long red to the corner pocket.
Just Play with a little bit more tendency towards the cushion.
Quality
And it's there.
Really good.
Got away with that one, didn't we?
17.
Another hit and hope here. It's going to hit the pink and the blue, isn't it?
Played it like that.
Not going great for us today.
21.
Not in this match, anyway. That might be half decent.
Neil Robertson, 20.
Wonder what role the pink, blue and the pink are going to have there. Can just see this head red that's a little bit further out. Not a bad safety from Robbie, actually. This red will still go, so I think it's worth a punt. Not so much now it's going to hit the other one.
He's tempted by this red. No, not quite. Pretty close though, but that won't provide any solace.
We've hit that a bit hard. That does give him a chance here. It's almost like this isn't so easy after we beat Joe Perry 3-0. It's almost like they've swapped the players round.
He's attempting to sink this.
To be quite honest though, we didn't make any mistakes in that last match. We didn't let Joe Perry have a go, but here we've made mistakes and let him have a go plenty of times. That was always a risky red though, that was. The position he got, so again a bit of a get out of jail free card.
Tricky pot. Coming
Need to use this opportunity now.
Brilliant pot, outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
What about
Just
that
the colours to go then.
shot? Perfect.
1.
Oh, wonderful shot.
6.
Pretty straightforward shot here.
8.
Green will do it, barring snookers.
And in it goes.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
11.
Be great if they built any different commentary lines, wouldn't it, rather than the same every bloody frame. And that's just the door on his opponent in this frame. I've overplayed that massively, but you know what, I'm not too bothered. Just about winning that frame, really.
15.
We might as well have a go.
Long pot, right up his street.
Good stuff. Good pot. Can't see this pink being as easy, though.
Brilliant shot.
20. Foul and a miss.
Oh, wow.
Neil Robertson, 20.
It's the first time that's happened since the World Championship, but it won't make a difference here.
Frame.
I don't quite get why that
That's the
happens.
frame in the
Because I don't
bag.
pull forward on the analog stick or anything. So much be a glitch with the game, I'm not particularly sure. But it's not proved costly there, so hopefully that's our quota of that glitch to happen for a while.
Ability to take an opportunity and close out a match.
Thank you. The 5th frame. Robbie Williams to break.
I have to say, though, he's not made the best start here. From being 2-0 up, we've got a real chance of winning this now.
1.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Excellent cueing.
6.
Failed to say how we can open up these reds, though. Well, we'll get what we can from this visit.
7.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Let's play with some right-hand side to get into these reds. Want to play as hard as we can to give ourselves the best chance, but the game never likes you playing it too hard. But that's one red split from the pack, so that's a decent shot. Did what we were intending to.
14.
really the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue ball a little.
15.
Did definitely, I agree with that.
He'll be fuming about that.
Just a bit short. Okay, well, can't do it all sometimes, can you? Come round the table and get back up to bulk. Hit that green full ball's not going to harm anything. Doesn't give us the best safety, but again,
Neil Robertson, 22.
we've got the lead, and in a deciding frame, that's the most important thing. And he's let one slip away from his grasp.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. What a beauty.
He couldn't have played that any better.
1.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. Excellent.
And there you go, good shot there.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
This has taken far longer than I'd have wanted it to. But I think we should be okay to win 3 frames here. As I said, we wanted to win 3 frames in this game, just not in this order.
9.
This pink required.
You heard Neil folds,
Problem there.
and we've brought it back.
Should effectively remove any ideas his opponent may have of a comeback.
Got to be kicking the nuts for
15.
Robbie Williams, you would think. Had a really good chance at 2-0 up. I have to say, he's blown it.
16.
This is going to be a longer video now because of that. But nevertheless, we battled through. We won the game.
He's aiming to sink
And
this
unless
into the
Lucas
right
Clackers has beat Joe Perry and Robbie Williams, we should be the man at the top of the group.
19.
I'm just not bothered where that red goes. Where that yellow goes. Got plenty full of a gap, so I don't think he'll come back to the table.
Neil
He'll shake hands and say, well done.
Frame conceded.
That's 2 out of 2 in the group stage.
Match, Neil Robertson.
That's the match. And he's
So on to the third match then now. Against Lucas Clackers.
Hello again from Thailand. It's time for the third and final match of the group stage.
And it's a last opportunity to get through to the final phase.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Lucas Kleckers to break.
Might well only be there's 3 matches then in the group stage. That seemed a bit of a hint to me that there seemed to be only 3 matches, but we'll see. With this whole, well, it's the final chance to get through. It said on the Wikipedia page that there were 6 matches in the group stage, but perhaps it being medium length and all that sort of thing, I'm not particularly sure. We'll have to find out, won't we, after this match? But just to make sure we do get through, if it's only 3 matches, then we need to win this match. It's a good shot, actually, from Lucas, that was. Might as well just
This is tough.
play shots of nothing here. We potted the red, though. It's a good pot. Sometimes you just don't expect them to go in, they do fly in. And to be honest, we wouldn't have got much element of safety, would we, if we hadn't have gone in, so bit of a blessing that it did.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a great pot.
Oh, wonderful shot.
Oh, wonderful shot. Get on the black and see what we can do.
7.
There we go, lovely. Hopefully it's a good split.
Well, that's not worked out quite as you
Well, would you believe that? Talk about not being awake. I thought that black was dead set to go in. Just hit both draws and we've missed it.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pot.
You wouldn't think Lucas Clackers, ranked 110th would win this frame, but you just never
What
know.
a wonderful pot.
3.
But it's certainly a chance for him.
4.
Interesting that it's a group stage event, isn't it? Gives everyone a chance, I suppose. Rather than just knock out snooker. And if it is only 3 matches in the group stage, then I guess it acts as a 128, if you like.
7.
Obviously playing those 3 matches.
8.
Only a break of 8 from 3 and, well, beg your pardon, now 10
10.
from 3 reds and 3 colours. Always weird when it seems that. And also seems weird, there's only a 3-point gap between us and only 17 points scored with 5 reds potted. There's the dog's cameo.
11.
You can hear it. He's on to the colours now.
16.
Just shows how one mistake can really knack you up, particularly in this tournament.
21.
You've got to cut those mistakes out.
25. 30.
So the first frame I'll go to Kleckers here. Wasn't exactly in the plan. But a good clearance. No, oh, well.
36.
For the stats, we're going to be rude and do what we shouldn't do and just pot that black. 7 more points on the standings.
Neil Robertson. 7. Frame, Lucas Kleckers.
And that is the frame. Well played.
Yeah, you shouldn't really do that, but I'm
Well,
not
one
bothered.
frame advantage now, and we'll be looking to build on that lead by taking this next frame.
Never mind that, we need to get back in the match.
Advantage now. This next frame should be interesting.
It's fine, we just left the 1 red. That's the problem with our
He's playing the safe
break-off policy, that just leaves that easy 1 red to play a safety on.
He'll be playing safe here.
Didn't want that hit with the blue if we could help it. We're going to let Lucas Kleckers in
Right
again.
on.
Ooh, that's a bad miss though. Really was a bad miss.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
Good shot.
That is a quality opening red.
1.
So we're off to a start in this frame. We're going to do it all over again, much like the last game. Ideally, win the next 3 frames. Take any unnecessary pressure off our shoulders.
7. 8. 10.
Oh, the dog's
No more
back
than
again.
Half a chance here.
Most entertaining thing about this episode.
What a fabulous pot that is.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
Play the brown and hopefully get it down the table. That's the initial aim. It's not really going to work though, is it? So, go for the long blue. Don't think there's too much risk involved. I think that should go in.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
Let's Lucas straight in though if we miss.
No, not this time. Neil Robertson.
Dear,
11.
dear, dear. I'd like to say I'm not taking this seriously.
Not easy.
I'd really like to say that just to save my own back and look like a pillock. But we're missing some easy shots.
Lucas
Oof.
Kleckers, 3.
It's a bad miss for him though there. Just about how we get onto this red now. From whatever we play. I'm going to play the green and just try and get it back down to the
right corner.
top cushion.
Not
Far
sure
too
he
little
was
power
able
though.
there.
4. Neil
Typical,
Robertson,
isn't it, that?
4.
Had 2 chances to get a snooker. Didn't take either of them. It seems he's playing safe now. And it clearly seems that somebody ranked 110th who can play better safety than I can.
Too much pace.
Ooh, where's that blue going? I thought we potted it. Goodness me. We've left it right on the cushion though, this red.
There.
Oh, it's coming off 2 cushions. Goodness knows why he's done that. Absolutely baffling. That wasn't exactly what I was planning to do. Poor shot there. Don't really know what was going through my head. I was just hoping for a bit of luck.
He's taking the red on.
Oh, well, he's missed that as well. Where's the... Oh, well.
1.
A bit of luck's needed sometimes. This is the problem with us, though. We'll play so well for
That's not bad.
a time,
I wouldn't say it's perfect.
and then we'll just play like this. Like an absolute
Lucas Kleckers,
idiot.
7.
This is a challenging shot along the cushion.
I mean, why did we play that?
No, not this time. Close, but a miss nonetheless.
It's just bizarre, isn't it? Sometimes you're just completely out of focus.
5.
For as long as we get through this group stage, it's all I care about, really.
9.
Has he snookered himself again? Oh, no, he hasn't. But he's missed the blue.
Lucas Kleckers, 9.
Not exactly left an easy chance on it, though, has he? I'm just going to get this up the table. And he can try it.
He's taking it on.
He'll get it this time, I can imagine. Yeah, he has. Well, seriously need to change our approach. We're just playing stupid at the moment. And believe me, this isn't just to
Lucas
get an interesting match where it ends up 3-2, but that's what we've got at the moment, so
2 frames
dearie
ahead.
me, I have to
He's
laugh.
Starting to build some momentum here.
Thank you. The 3rd frame, Lucas Kleckers to break.
I said this tournament was different. I didn't plan for it to be different by losing to Lucas Kleckers, I must admit. Bit of a stinker though, that safety. But he's just going to play safe as well. And to be fair, he's got it safe. Very quickly get downhearted by this tournament if we're not careful.
He's looking at this
All of a
red.
sudden we've just lost our mojo. And we're only being saved here because Lucas Kleckers can't really pot much.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a good opening red.
Right, here we go. Need to win 3 in a row. I haven't got started yet.
1.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Well, by potting 3 in a row first, never mind winning 3 frames, would it?
He's queuing extremely well here.
8.
Queuing well, but I didn't... Don't know what planet I'm on today. Really don't.
This won't be easy.
No. Oh dear, this is turned into a bloody comedy club, hasn't it?
Neil Robertson, 8.
Just we're getting our mojo back. I think beating Joe Perry by 3 frames to nil was exactly what we didn't need.
The left corner pocket.
What the hell's he doing here? It's almost like both of us are treating it like a comedy club. Absolutely baffled why you did that.
Now,
Not going to complain though.
That's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
and the cue ball has finished very nicely.
1.
He's taking this on.
What did I do that for? I was about to say, what a tool. I mean, it's gone in, thank God we underplayed it. Why was I thinking to get behind the brown?
With that, top shot.
It was the right sort of line, but it suddenly sunk in, and I thought, hang on a minute, this is actually looking pretty good to go in. Dear.
What a top shot that is.
Worked out okay in the end, though.
4.
Just can't seem to get any momentum. I'm guessing this shot that plans to go around the table might well end up the same. Yeah. I mean, positioning ourselves right in the first place would probably help. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Oh, God. Fair play to you still watching. I just do not know at all how to comment. See what I mean? I do not know how to commentate on this at all. Just have to laugh, don't you? Goodness me.
5.
I think Lucas Kleckers is going to beat us by 3 frames to nil here, you know.
6.
I just wanted to put him out of our misery.
Lucas Kleckers.
And that is not putting us out of our misery, is it? Oh, dear.
Still want fine control over the pace of this shot.
We weren't too far off getting out the snooker. But, yeah, this isn't a highlight for the series. I do feel sorry for anybody who's tuning in and starting at this episode. We don't play like this every day.
Foul and a miss. Lucas Kleckers.
Let's play a bit more narrower, don't we?
He's trying to be as risk averse.
No,
as
we've done
possible.
too narrow this time. Need to get a fine balance between the two, but I think he'll play on now. No, he won't. He'll just wind me up even more.
He was after.
Foul and a miss. Lucas Kleckers. 4. Free ball.
Pace is key here.
No, hit the pink this time. Oh dear. And to be honest, out of the 3, that's
Well, it was a really hard
the
shot,
worst he
and
could have
it
done.
hasn't
So what's he
worked
going
out
to do?
for
He's going to play on now.
Foul and a miss.
Baffled.
Lucas Kleckers. 6.
He's cut the snooker again though. Does he just want to wind me up? I think
Could
he
leave
does.
his opponent on if he doesn't control the cue ball.
Oh, this is entertaining. I didn't expect it to go this way, especially after beating Joe Perry in the first match by 3 frames to nil. I thought, oh, it'd be great. But we're just fine. What's the worst that can happen? We leave the red on, that's what. Oh, dear.
Now that's a poor shot.
It is. I just want Lucas Kleckers to take us out of our misery now. Put us out of our misery.
7.
I was taking this tournament seriously,
Lucas Kleckers. 7.
but I think Lucas is just intent on winding me up. Because we just can't seem to get any luck when we're playing these bloody safeties. I mean, I wouldn't quite exactly call a hit and hope a safety like that, but there you go. Just try and pot it into the pocket, man. That's what we're going to do.
Very tricky shot coming up.
I almost want him to win this frame, you know.
So close.
And with shots like that, he will. Dear. What I'll do, I'll put the ball as close to the pocket as you want, Lucas. Just got to tap it in.
Big opportunity.
Dear.
2.
I mean, if we, in the grand scheme of things, if we lose 3-0, oh, how has he missed that? It's almost like he really wants to wind us up, you know. Really is. Dear.
3.
How did he miss that green? How did he miss it?
7.
He's played some good shots today, genuinely.
This is no gimme.
But how did he miss that green?
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous pot.
12.
Well, it'll come down to the black,
Pace is very important.
and we can't get on it from there.
18.
Again, just something we don't need. We're going to play up to the black, and if I was here in real life, I'd just say, right, forfeit the match, that'll be enough, but I just don't know. I'd think it'd be enough to get through to the next round, but you don't want to put it on chance, do you?
So, just this for the frame.
Thank goodness for that, the frame's over. Jesus. Right, need 2 more like that, and we win by 3 frames to 2.
Neil Robertson.
And that is the frame.
My God, these have been some strange games.
Thank you, the 4th frame. Neil Robertson to break.
I thought this was a good idea when we started it off, you know. Starting to think not now.
Shot pace will determine success or failure here.
Oh, it's a bit of a stinker.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. That's an excellent opening red.
Now, I was going to play the blue, but as you can see, I mucked up position on that, so I'm going to play the green.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Get some position on that red.
4.
Then play the black and try and just line up into the reds.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
Exactly. Chance is a chance. We just can't seem to get anything right.
Pot.
He's finished a bit awkward here.
Might as well just try this.
That's an
Oh,
unforced error.
Jesus Christ.
Neil Robertson. 5.
I'm speechless, I really am. This has got to be great entertainment, this has.
1.
Makes the amateur championships look like bloody
7.
the World Snooker Championship. That being said, no offence towards the amateur championship, but you know what I mean. This is like something you'd seen down the pub on a Friday night. In fact, it's not even that good. 2.
8.
Just didn't get on the black at all, did we? Well, give it a whack, why not?
15.
I mean, I would presume that if it is just the 3 group stage matches, I presume we're already through.
16.
I mean, it's a bit of a, I mean,
For the middle.
Joe Perry's lost at least one, we know that, and that's a stinker from Lucas.
Fleckers.
Really is.
16.
We know Joe Perry's lost one, so if he's beat these 2, then on competitive record you'd think he'd miss out, and, well, surely you wouldn't think
Good
that...
for a colour.
1.
I mean, I can't believe we're already onto the colours. Can't imagine that either Lucas or Robbie have beaten one another and beaten Joe, so you'd think we'd be okay. You just never know with these things. And after all this, I don't want to not qualify for the last 16 for crying out loud.
In it goes.
9.
Great opportunity this.
Just an ordinary clearance of the reds now, and we take it to a decider. This is up there with some of the most peculiar snooker content I've ever made. I thought that I was bad at World Snooker 04 when I did that back in the day, but my God, this is awful.
16.
As I said, if you are new to the channel, I promise it's not bad all the time.
Well,
Well,
excellent.
might be bad, but not this bad.
He's playing very well here.
21.
Just the pink required now.
There we go. Goodness me.
27.
That was harder than it needs to be. It's now 2 each. And if we win this, it'll go down as a win, but
34.
if we do win this last frame, there'll be some sort of inquest from Lucas's point of view how he didn't win that.
Almost there now. Just a single frame to win the match.
To both players, because to a decider.
Lucas Kleckers to
Just
break.
can't believe the irony that we beat Joe Perry by 3 frames to 0. And both of these players that you would consider inferior,
This is a
they've
half
both
chance.
took us to deciders. Or in fact, we've took them to a decider. Now we've got the look of the table in that first match against Perry. I feel like that's that dose of unluckiness and wretchedness is coming to us now.
Yes,
We've overplayed that. We've overplayed that. Really have. Worth going for though, I would say. It's red.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
It's a good pot. You just never know what will happen if you go for something sometimes.
Wonderful shot.
5.
But unfortunately, I don't think that we're going to
We'll play this with plenty of
split the
power.
reds. Give it a go. But no, there's nowhere near enough
But
pace
hasn't
on that.
worked out at all.
10.
It's unfortunate really, because this red would be quite close to potting, but not going to happen here. Made a bad choice though there, because made it a bit tricky to get out of that
Robertson,
situation.
10.
So Lucas has just decided, you know what? I'll do it for you. I'll split the reds. You'd think this would go in, wouldn't you? No, well, I was just playing with the safety in mind. Jesus. To be fair, he's safe. That was the plan. Dear. Don't snooker me. We don't need that. Oh dear. Might as well hit this nice and thick.
He's looking to escape from this snooker with the swerve shot.
To be fair, it wasn't the worst escape in the world.
That's a great escape there.
Yep, hasn't left a potting chance on. Nearly got us in again though. Might as well give this red a
Half
punt.
chance here.
Good pot. Need another good one though here.
This really is tricky.
Yeah, it's looking at that pocket. It's the other one needs to focus on. Brown's dropped.
Not ideal.
I don't think we've got the position on the red, have we? No, we mucked that one up. Goodness me. Like the Benny Hill show, innit, here? Really is. We've got to the bulk cushion, but you can get to a red.
Robertson, 5.
This really is tricky.
He's missed it, though. I mean, this is more a game of how many chances can you give the player and can you lose to a player who's ranked 110th? That's the question I've clearly been trying to answer all day. Oh, I might as well make light of it. We've played dreadfully. We've got a chance to finish up, though, here and get something positive out of this. And I suppose it's a bit more entertaining than whacking a player, all 3 of them, by 3 frames to nil, isn't it?
Well,
Tricky green though, this. By no means a dead cert, but that's a good pot.
Tremendous pot.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
The end of this season when I did the review, I'll look back at these games and think, well, we beat them 3-2. It must have just been a tricky game. And then I'll go back and watch the video and go, it was that one. Deary me. I suppose it's entertaining though. I hope you guys are all doing well. That are still watching. Fair play to you. I hope you all guys are doing well with this self-isolation thing. It's a bit of a bloody nightmare, isn't it? Especially in this country, in Britain. We do what we got to do though, don't we? We do what we got to do. So just a colour required here, doesn't matter which one it is.
Just the pink ball now.
And after a very bizarre match.
And that should be it.
Jesus Christ, I was not planning for... I mean, this recording now, right, it's been nearly an hour and a quarter. I was looking more about 45 minutes to play these matches. But nevertheless, we've got through. And the worst thing is, I think there's probably going to be 3 more matches as well, aren't there now?
Lining up the green ball.
Green's there.
What a magnificent pot that is.
I'm hoping it's just 3 group stage matches.
22.
Well, if it is 6, I won't bore you with playing another 3 in the next episode. Unless you guys think it's really entertaining. Probably it is for you guys. It's proper annoying for me.
26.
But you just get into a mentality and then they've just all sod it.
He's lining this up into the
But to be
right
fair-
middle pocket.
Oh well, that's the sod it approach, I think. To be fair, we've won this game. We've won all 3. We can't really complain too much. And hopefully we don't have to play another 3 matches. We'll see in the menu in a minute. But we beat Lucas Kleckers somehow
And he's through to the next round.
by 3 frames to 2. I don't know how on earth we've done it, but we have. And we'll see now if we've got to play those players painfully again or whether we're through to the next round. Let's see. Oh, thank goodness for that. We're through to round 2. Oh, thank God. And that second round is going to be a best of 7. Bloody hell, quite a long one considering it's on medium length frames. But that match will be against the Angry Farmer, who we haven't played since the Coral Player Championship, I think, against David Gilbert. So that's what's going to come next episode. That was a very bizarre one, and hopefully we can be back to our best next episode, or else I feel like Dave Gilbert is absolutely going to batter us in that next episode. But if you've enjoyed that as a Comedy Club 19 episode rather than Snooker 19, please make sure to leave a like down below, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for regular snooker content. And hopefully content is a lot better than some of the snooker we've played today. Goodness me. But anyway, thank you for watching, especially if you've got to this point. I really appreciate it. And I'll speak to you guys later on. Goodbye for now.